Hi, welcome. Thanks for joining me. On this episode of Build Your Own, we're going to build, price, and option a 2019 Mercedes Benz SLC AMG 43 Roadster, as well as learn about its features. Before we do, however, I just want to remind you that if you find this build and price review helpful, informative, or entertaining, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Okay, let's just actually jump right into this build and price review of the 2019 Mercedes Benz SLC AMG 43. That is a really long name. I love these cars. I love these cars back from the SLK 55. I'm going to put a photo up of that. That right there is a 2005 SLK 55. I think they made them older than that. But yeah, I've liked them since then. They look really good. Okay, so we can see that the 2019 Mercedes-Benz SLC AMG 43 Roadster starts life. It has an MSRP of $63,900. Surely it's going to be a lot more expensive than that by the time we put the options we want on it. Let's look at the colors. This first color here is just black. It's just black. It doesn't say that it's metallic, so we're going to assume that it does not have the bright metallic flake in it. The next color here is polar white. I think it looks pretty good in polar white. Probably looks fine in all these colors. It's quite a diverse palette for this car. This next color here is Obsidian Black. This metallic. This will have that sparkle in the paint. Here we have the Iridium Silver. Then we have the Brilliant Blue. We have the Iridium Gray Metallic, which looks very interesting. There's a selenite gray metallic. I hope I'm getting that word right. There's the Designo Cardinal Red Metallic. That's going to be a special color paint, and that's certainly going to be an extra cost, surely in the neighborhood of $1,000 plus, as well as this Diamond White Mango, which is also a Designo color, if I'm getting that name right. I've heard it pronounced many different ways. There's also the Designo Shadow Gray Magno, which is a matte. Right, it's a flat color. It's a matte color. I don't know how I feel about those. Sometimes they look nice. I don't think I'd want to have to own one of those and take care of that particular paint because it requires special care. And then they have another matte finish here called Designo Selenite Gray Magno. All right, so quite a few different colors for the 2019 SLC AMG 43. One of the things that was always iconic about the original SLK was that it had a convertible hardtop. And that's no different for this 2019 SLC AMG 43. You can see that it says that in under 20 seconds, the SLC's signature power retractable hardtop folds into the trunk, delivering open-air euphoria, wow, what a word, while leaving ample luggage space. So there is still some luggage space back there. They say ample. They're probably being a little ambitious with that. There's probably some, not a whole bunch. It's not a big car to begin with. Looks like there's also an electric trunk divider that makes top lowering even easier. You can choose a standard panorama roof with a tinted see-through panel or the electronically variable tint of exclusive Magic Sky control. That's interesting. We'd probably go with the panorama roof. Here they're just telling us about the craftsmanship of the interior of our 2019 Mercedes-Benz SLC AMG 43 and how you can stream music. I know that there's Apple CarPlay, there's Android Auto, there's navigation, of course, and yeah, there's going to be some great features, I'm sure. We're going to be checking that out here shortly. Now, there are two trim levels of the SLC. Now, there's a regular 300 SLC that makes 241 horsepower, but we are looking at the V6 bi-turbo variant, the AMG 43 SLC, and that makes, well, 385 horsepower. It makes a lot of horsepower, especially for such a little car. That's a lot of horsepower for such a little car. That engine's paired with a 9-speed automatic transmission that has paddle shifters, mind you. There's a dynamic select feature, which has a mode for every mood. There's an eco mode to a sport plus mode. And all that does is it varies the throttle, the shifting, the steering, and more. And there's even a mode where you can customize how you want everything laid out. We'll surely find out a little bit more about this as we delve into the features here in a little bit. But right here, they're just telling us that the AMG 43 has its own AMG Sport suspension with more rigid components and refined geometry. Well, it seems like the AMG, and of course, why wouldn't it? The transmission is still a 9-speed, but it's a little bit different. They call it the AMG Speed Shift TCT 9-speed, right? Automatic transmission, and it's quicker shifting. This AMG 43 also has 4-piston calipers. They're big for such a small car. Keep that in mind. And it's got 18-inch AMG wheels. And there's also the AMG handling package, right? Which they kind of, I suppose, alluded to up here, saying the AMG Sport suspension. And then they say AMG handling package. So we don't know if those are two separate packages or if the AMG Sport suspension is bundled in the AMG handling package. But we'll find that out as we go forward. Here's a cool feature, and it's an available feature. It's called the air scarf. So you see these vents right here in the seats? This is neck level heating system, envelops your neck and shoulders in warm air. And it also seems it has 3 heat settings, and speed dependent airflow help make cool days and evenings cozier. Very cool. Let's take a look at the gallery. Surely some of these photos are going to be of the SLC 300, and then some of them will be of the SLC AMG 43. Oh, speaking of which, you know, this AMG does make 385 horsepower, like I said, but it also makes 384 pound-feet of torque. The thing is going to be stupid quick. Here they're showing just a 300, but nonetheless, we can see the design, and it's very attractive. I like it. I like the car. It's very tiny and small, but it sure does pack a punch, especially in the 43 trim. Nice little stubby shifter, looks like some ambient lighting, high quality materials, everything that you expect out of Mercedes Benz. It is, and I like it a lot. Here's a nice shot of the interior again. Here's a nice shot of the gauge cluster. So this one at this price point, they're certainly not giving you a whole TFT electronic digital dashboard or anything like that that's all reconfigurable. These look like your standard analog gauges, but you do have a multi-informational display right here in the middle. And that's going to surely serve up a whole bunch of information. Yeah, it says crisp analog gauges, flank a high-resolution color, multi-function display. I just said all that, didn't I? Here's a nice top view shot, sort of, kind of the SLC 43 with its top down and its multi-spoke 18-inch wheels, looking quite sporty and really throwing down all the power, honestly. 385 horse, 384 pound-feet of torque. This thing can certainly punch above its weight, I have no doubt. And then here's a nice little shot of the 43 from the front end. We can just tell that it's a 43. I can even almost see a little AMG badging here right on the grill there. Oh, check this out. Now here's a 2019 Mercedes AMG SLC 43 with the AMG Performance Studio Red Art package. Interesting. And it's in that Designo Selenite Gray Magno Matte paint and bold red accents, ignite passion, and the Red Art SLC. That's very interesting. Like I said, now you have a good shot of what that matte color paint looks like. Here's a nice shot of those wheels on that package, on that Red Art package, the AMG Performance Studio Red Art package. Now, that might be something we might be interested in, depending on what kind of paint color selections. I certainly don't want to do a matte color paint with that, but I might be interested in the package. We'll see. And here's our last shot that we'll take a look at of our SLC 43 with the top down, looking gorgeous. Got the Napa leather with the aluminum trim, flat bottom steering wheel. I've got the classic AMG Sport pedals. I've always loved Mercedes-Benz. This is a very nice car. Okay, so got through the gallery, kind of went over an overview, kind of got a little primer here, so we see what's coming up here. The AMG SLC 43 Roadster 2019, right? Does 0 to 60. I've thought it'd be a little bit faster, but that's plenty quick. This car does 0 to 60 in 4.6 seconds, right? Like I said, it's got a starting price of $63,900. Where are we going to end up at the end of this? Now, though, before we get to the build and price, let's actually start taking a look at some of the features of this vehicle. Okay, actually, let's check some specs really fast. We can see that the wheelbase for this car is 95.7 inches. The overall length for this vehicle is 162.9 inches. The overall height, 51.2 inches. Overall width in the back, they're showing is 71. Not in the back. The overall width is 71.2 inches, and it looks like the overall width, I don't know, maybe in the front with the mirrors open is 78.8 inches. Might be going too far, too much information there. But anyway, it's a two-passenger vehicle. We know that. 0 to 60, 4.6 seconds. Cargo capacity, it's not a whole bunch. 6.4 cubic feet to 10.1 cubic feet. And that's just going to all depend on whether or not that roof is folded down into the trunk. Let's look at some key performance features for our 2019 AMG SLC43 Roadster. And then we'll just jump into that build and price. We already know about this engine, right? It makes that 384 pound-feet of torque, though, at 2,500 RPM. All right, it's got a rapid multi-spark ignition and a high-pressure direct ignition. And, it's got a lightweight die-cast alloy block. It's got variable valve timing. Nice car. It's a V6. Beautiful engine. Beautiful car. Here, they're just telling us about that AMG Speed Shift TCT 9-speed transmission. And that it's got paddle shifters, and it's delivers quicker gear changes than the SLC 300 with its 9-speed transmission. And it's got those dynamic select modes. You've got Comfort, Sport, and Sport Plus. And there's an Eco Stop Start system, which automatically shuts off the engine at stoplights and other idle situations. Obviously, with this being a button right here in the dashboard, we can actually turn this feature off if we don't like it. I've never been a big fan of the feature, so I'd always have this feature more than likely turned off. Here they're talking about that dynamic select mode again, right? And we know there's 4 modes of this thing: Eco, Comfort, Sport, and Sport Plus. But then wait, there's a 5th individual button or individual mode that lets you create a mode of your own, right? And there's even including a pure manual shifting mode where you can completely manually shift the transmission, though that might not be the best idea. All right, we went through the performance features. We went through all these performance features. We learned about the engine, the transmission, the Eco Stop Start system, the AMG Dynamic Select. Let's take a look at the body and the design. Learn about the modern design, the retractable hardtop, that panorama roof, and of course that magic sky control. Okay, so what are we going to learn about this modern classic? It's got sports car proportions, right, which is what? A short rear end and a longer front end. It's got very nice designed headlamps, flanked a diamond block grille. And I do like the way the new grills on these Mercedes look. That new diamond block grille to me is very attractive. This vehicle apparently has LED tail lamps as well. Here they're going to give us a little bit more about that, a little more information about that retractable hardtop. Standard, of course. It can lower, it can close and open and close in under 20 seconds at speeds up to 25 miles an hour. And there's just a single button on the console, right? The rear window pivots as the top lowers to help preserve cargo space with the top stowed. Here they're showing the panorama roof. This is standard. This is the standard roof option. And then your optional roof is this Mercedes Benz exclusive. This is a panorama roof concept that can alter the transparency of the roof when electrical current is applied to it. And this is called the magic sky control. I think it's all cool and everything, but there's going to be other places that I'm going to want to spend the money if we're going to do any extra upgrades and packages and things like that. And so, as cool as Magic Sky Control is, I think we're going to probably stick with the standard panoramic roof. Okay, let's talk safety features. There's this active brake assist, there's Mercedes-Benz emergency call, there's attention assist, and then there's blind spot assist. So let's take a look at these key safety features. Active brake assist is a standard technology. It's a radar-based technology. If you're approaching a vehicle ahead or even some stationary objects at a speed and distance that suggests a collision is likely because this thing's paying attention to stuff like that. As soon as the driver starts to brake, the system can automatically provide an appropriate level of braking to help prevent a collision or reduce its severity. This system can also brake for you if you fail to do so. SOS, emergency call. This is standard stuff for Mercedes-Benz, has been, I think, for a very long time. This is Mercedes-Benz Emergency Services, transmitting your GPS to determine location and help and vehicle information. If your airbag deploys, okay, I guess I should have started with that. If your airbag deploys, this system can automatically call Mercedes-Benz Emergency Services, and it can transmit your GPS location and all of that there, right? And trained experts are there 24/7 to get local emergency responders to your location. I see other manufacturers trying to copy this now, the whole attention assist little coffee cup thing in the dashboard. Mercedes has been doing this forever. The first system of its kind, yes it is, attention assist, continuously monitors up to 70 parameters of driving behavior and can automatically alert the driver with both visual and audible warnings if it thinks you're drowsy on a long trip. Very cool. Then there's the standard blind spot assist. I like that a lot. It's pretty self-explanatory. If you've got a car in your blind spot, this little icon is going to glow, right? Illuminate. It's a red icon in the appropriate mirror. The system also gives an audible warning if the driver activates a turn signal while a vehicle is detected in the blind spot. So it's not an active system. It's not going to prevent you from getting over, but it's going to give you this little red triangle in your appropriate side mirror. And if you're still trying to get over with a turn signal, it's going to give you an audible chirp. Okay, let's find out about some luxury key features. There are standard power sport seats with memory, right? That works out. That's going to be, looks like there's a 3-person memory setting. That's pretty cool. Yeah, contour sport seats, power adjust for reach, front and rear cushion height, and recline. A memory system for each seat recalls 3 stored positions for the seat plus the power steering column and side mirrors. Air conditioning is standard, as is a dust and pollen filter. A standard dust and pollen filter that helps particles as small as, well, very small. In addition to full manual control of settings, the climate system offers convenient one-touch buttons for maximum cabin cooling and maximum windshield defogging. Dual zone climate control is also standard. Very cool. And this system includes a dust and pollen filter. That air scarf is standard too. We already talked about that, right? Vents. We know that it's got vents. It's speed dependent, or it can change its speeds, right? With 3-stage temperature controls and airflow automatically adjusted to your driving speed. There it is. Standard air scarf. Okay, lastly for key features, let's talk about the multimedia key features. This is the stuff I really like to talk about, the tech. I want to know about my music and all that. So let's find out about it. Our 2019 Mercedes Benz SLC AMG 43 Roadster comes standard with a 7-inch color in-dash display, right? And what can this do for us? It gives us convenient control of audio, video, hands-free calling, and optional navigation functions. And they say that the screen is designed to stay vivid even on sunny, top-down days. Now, here's an optional package, the navigation. You can get the command system 7-inch high-resolution color screen, displays 3D maps, building profiles, points of interest, if you want to do the navigation, and that's available in the multimedia package. After we look at these key features, actually, we're going to go take a look at what available packages there are for our 2019 AMG SLC 43, and then we will do our build-in price. Then, of course, if you get that navigation system in the multimedia package, they're telling us here that they're going to give us no-charge navigation map updates for 3 years. Lastly, for multimedia key features, and this is optional here, is voice control, which lets you make easy use of the phone, audio, and navigation by saying city names and your phone book contacts normally with no need to spell them out. You can even enter address in one step, just like you're reading it off an envelope. Wow. And it says you can train it to learn how you speak. And it even screens out ums and ahs and understands yeah for yes. Very cool. Okay, so let's look at these packages. These packages down here, I guess I'm going to try to see if I can highlight these. No, I can't really highlight them. Well, anyway, it says Mercedes-Benz Star Service. This is like prepaid maintenance plans. We're not going to really look at that stuff too much because if you watch my channel, we get into the build and price. I don't get into the whole the maintenance stuff or any kind of financing things or things like that. We don't do any of that stuff. So what we're going to look at is we're going to look at the actual packages. There's the AMG handling package. There's a driver assist package. There's a multimedia package. There's a smartphone integration package. And here's that AMG Performance Studio Red Art package. Now, there is this Mercedes Me Connect Assist services and Mercedes Me Concierge, and that's all that extra stuff if you want to make calls and get these points of interest and do all the map stuff. I've never get into all that, so we're going to skip over those particular packages. We're going to look at these the hard packages that come on the car. Okay, this is the AMG Performance Studio Red Art Styling Package. It's $3,700. What all does it come with? It comes with that styling. It comes with those 18-inch wheels. We can take a look at the photo. It comes with these 18-inch wheels. It comes with these red brake calipers. And you get the AMG Performance Studio Red Art Cockpit, which entails what? Gives you two-tone Napa leather. What else? Your steering wheel, side grips, and head restraints embossed in carbon fiber pattern. You get embroidered SLC Red Art logos that adorn the head restraints. And you get some dark carbon grain. There's also this aluminum trim with that dark carbon grain. So yeah, that's a $3,700 package. AMG Performance Studio Red Art package. At the end of the day, it's really just an appearance package upgrade. You're not getting any more sport for this. And so, I don't know. My $3,700, I might have to keep that in my pocket, seeing that I'm not getting any performance out of that package. Okay, so you got to pay extra. Even though this vehicle costs well over $60,000, we still have to pay another $350 to get the smartphone integration package, which is Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Okay, well, and then they have the multimedia package, which basically gives you the command system with navigation. And I guess I kind of want the navigation, although if you're running the Apple CarPlay or the Android Auto, then you've got your map right there. And at least they were cool enough to give you the smartphone package a la carte, although they do have the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto bundled here, and so they're basically throwing it in for that $2,200. I think I like the smartphone integration package. I think I can do without the multimedia package, the command navigation. Although I guess that makes the car a little less desirable on the resale, but I'm not worried about that. Here, there's a driver assistance package that gives you active distance assist distronic, lane keeping assist, and pre-safe. We better find out what that stuff is. Okay, it's just real fancy cruise control. Radar-based cruise control can adapt to your set speed in response to the flow of traffic ahead. If traffic slows down, this thing can slow down. It can even come to a complete stop. And it can brake to a full halt, and when traffic moves, you can resume with just a tap or automatically if the stop is under a second. So there you go. There's this lane keeping assist. If you're drifting out of your lane unintentionally, then this thing will throw out. It'll vibrate. It'll give you an alert by vibrating the steering wheel. This is Mercedes pre-safe. If it thinks if it detects, if it thinks the car is about to get in a collision or roll over, it does things to prepare the vehicle and the occupants for impact. It can tighten the seatbelts, closes the windows, and all that. Pretty cool. I think that it even throws off some sound tone to help counteract the sounds of a crash so it doesn't hurt your eardrums as much. They don't mention it here, but I'm almost positive I've read it somewhere. So yeah, that's that package for $1,450. Sounds interesting, but not a package that I'm interested in. A package that I am interested in, however, is the AMG handling package. It's $3,700. It gives us the AMG Ride Control Sport Suspension, AMG Limited Slip Differential, AMG Napa, and Dynamica Performance Steering Wheel. What does that look like? That looks hot. It gives us let's just run through all of them. Here's our AMG Ride Control Sport Suspension. Here's our AMG Limited Slip Differential, the Performance Steering Wheel. Here's our red brake calipers, and you get the IWC. I love watches, high-end watches and clocks and things like that. You get the IWC sports chronograph or sports central analog clock. Very, very nice. Wow, check this out. Additional engine water cooler, an auxiliary radiator, enhances the cooling capacity of the AMG enhanced bi-turbo V6 during higher performance driving. Why? Because it probably gets hot up under there. It's hot up under there. We like that package for $3,700. So basically, I really like the AMG handling package, and just give me the smartphone integration package. With that said, we're actually ready to go and do our build and price. So let's go ahead and do our build and price of this vehicle. Okay, first things first, before we choose the color, I know how Mercedes works on their website. I know that AMG, I knew that AMG performance package. Oh, it's not down here. Okay, I thought that the one package was going to be down here. That AMG Performance Studio Red Art package is down here. We don't want that. We don't want that because it's, it's just an appearance package. So what color do we want, however? Let me see what this iridium gray metallic looks like. It looks too olivey green for me. I'm not really feeling that. I have to admit, I like this Designo diamond white Magno. It's $1,550. I'm getting it. I don't care. I'm getting it. What are we going to do for wheels? Now, these particular wheels here, well, too bad we can't see the big version of these wheels. But there's 18-inch wheels, 18-inch wheels, 18-inch wheels, 18-inch 10-spoke with black accents. Here's the 18-inch 10-spoke with gray accents. Here's 18-inch. Well, let's see here's what the wheels look like that are on here now. Let's see what these look like. They're okay. Let's see what these look like. They're okay. Those look okay, maybe even a little bit better. And then this last wheel option over here is going to be for this Red Art Performance Studio package, and it's not going to let us do that unless we want to add it, and so we're not going to do all that. Let's just leave these particular wheels on here. I'm not crazy, honestly, about any of the wheels, but I do like these 18-inch AMG 10-spoke with black accent wheels with our Designo diamond white. There's some other selections to be had down here. We're not doing that panorama roof with Magic Sky Control. The AMG Night package, all that really did was give you dark accents. It's just like blackout package, basically. That's why it's so cheap at $750. You can do color keyed side mirrors, not interested. Chrome hood fins, not interested. And these little accessories down here, well, the reality is you could pick these accessories up at the Mercedes dealer anytime you go. Anytime. You don't have to option these right now. Okay, so let's talk interior now. We can see that we're sitting at $65,415 after selecting that Designo color, exterior color. But boy, they've got a lot going on for the interior. Is there anything down here? Yeah, we got the AMG illuminated door sills, seat belts. Let me just go through and select the color. Instead of us just going through and me going, let me just select the color here. Okay, I kept it simple. I went with the black Napa leather for $630 and the AMG carbon fiber trim. Although, what are they showing us? They're not showing us. Is that supposed to be black? There it is. Finally, you saw that switch out of the blue like that. It was already selected on black, but now they're showing us. Here is the black Napa leather. Looks gorgeous. Looks clean. Looks like it's going to be timeless. And that's what I want. I want this Roadster to look timeless. I want it to look good today and 20 years from now. Black Napa leather is going to ensure that. AMG carbon fiber trim, also going to ensure that. Down here, do we want these AMG illuminated door sills? I love that kind of stuff. So for me, the answer is yes. Replace red seatbelts with black. Are the seatbelts red? Are the seatbelts red? No. They don't even show the seatbelt. They don't even show the seatbelt. So we're going to assume, we're just going to, yeah, let's replace red seatbelts with black. Let's just assume that their seatbelts are going to be red and they're not showing it on the thing for whatever reason. And yeah, I want to have black seatbelts. Let's move on to entertainment and convenience now. Okay, so entertainment and convenience. I remember saying that all I wanted was the smartphone integration package. We can skip over the command navigation. The dashtop analog clock. Now, what's the deal with that? So we can do this, and that's not going to be that IWC clock. But I thought didn't we get the IWC clock? Hang on one second. That IWC clock comes in the performance package, and we're going to be getting that here in a second. So we're not going to get this dashtop analog clock. So we're getting the smartphone integration package. Here they're just talking about key features, right? And here are some accessories that you can, like I said, these are, we can get this at the dealer anytime. We don't need those. Let's go check out performance and safety. Where are we sitting at price? We're sitting at $68,495 for price. Okay, performance and safety. Remember I said I want that AMG handling package. And let's see, view more. Yeah, this is where that IWC dashtop clock is located right there. This is a $3,700 package. To me, that's smart money. It automatically selected the AMG Ride Control Sport suspension as well. I always like wheel locks. It's cheap insurance. And then there's that Parktronic. The car is so small, it should be easy to park, but Parktronic will help you park. It's very cool. I like it. So we're going to get that. What else is there to get? There's just that service and care stuff. Like I said, this is all that prepaid maintenance stuff that we don't get into here. And in-car Wi-Fi stuff. I'm not a big fan of all that because your phone has a Wi-Fi hotspot usually. So we're going to skip all that. Let's go take a look at the summary. Okay, so here we are. We've built and priced a 2019 Mercedes Benz AMG SLC43. Life started for this vehicle at $63,900. We popped for that Designo diamond white paint. That cost $1,515. The interior, spent another $2,700 and change. Entertainment and convenience, we got away cheap because I only did the a la carte, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And then performance and safety, we lopped on almost just under $5,000 in options. So we basically added up another $10,000 on top of this car almost for a total price of $73,315 out the door. Got a lot of car, boy, but it's a lot of money for such a small car. At any rate, I still like this car. I think they're great. I really love the Mercedes. If you've made it this far and you've watched this whole thing, you're awesome. We're all done. We're going to wrap it up. Thank you for watching. Please also like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done any of those things. Other than that, I'm going to tell you to have a wonderful day, and I'll see you on the